today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Teddy Bridgewater and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Washington football team.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The numbers for White a week ago: 19 carries, 87 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man back from an elbow injury that sidelined him for the majority of 2019. At 38 years of age, it's Ben Roethlisberger.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about it. They lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to James White. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one caught by Isabella.
Bridgewater's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, set up, and here as we take over again.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Here's White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
The score, Cardinals 3, Washington 0.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Washington takes over first and 10.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 18 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
On first down, this is Geis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the line store set, it's complete.
Roethlisberger's
and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Washington.
On first down, it's Scott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
on second down now. It's Scott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Washington.
They'll run with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Geis.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
16-yard
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Scott, the ball carrier.
Ball on the 8. 2nd and 2.
8-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On the ground, Geis able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
Short of the goal line.
A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the one. They run with Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
So out now come the Cardinals. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Brings up second and 5.
From the 35 on second down. Bridgewater. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
11 yards on the play. It's now
third down. Bridgewater. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
But they're getting ready to last run, found his spot, and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That ball complete to Isabella.
Bridgewater's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
18-yard line.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll run on first down. Scott, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for Brandon Cooks.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the right here to Shepard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, this is White. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On the left side, a catch by White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Boston Scott, 78 yards. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. First down, Scott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 40.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Washington.
Then to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In the yard.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Cardinals 10.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. On the comebacker, complete. That's Shepard. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's White. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater gets this one to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
42-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Cardinals 13.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And 8 yards picked up.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Open man right side is Ingram. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by Washington.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
No gain, and it's second down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll hand it now to Geis, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Washington ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brandon Collins on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, partners, a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A toss right to Geis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
27, Cardinals 13.
That That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
2nd and 7 at the 30.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That one complete to Hill. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Hill, 50 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Hughes on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
Here's Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the draw, they go to Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Scott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
And the Washington first down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
He was covered by Kevin Byers.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Cardinals 20.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 28-yard line.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
White, the ball carrier. He's tackled it.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Bridgewater on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's going to back at the 24.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now he's flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Others pass. Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
Well, on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Makes this Washington 30. Cardinals 23.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Roethlisberger, a short throw to Ingram. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ingram.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The ball carrier. Landon Collins.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington! Brandon Cooks, 43 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my data dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again with Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Ingram holds it in. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
30.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.